Today we're going to be working on a GE model. This is a regular top load and the model number is on the display. Welcome to DIY Repair Now. Read all the warnings, and during this video you will see one or more of these icons to help you do this repair safe. The problem that we're having with this model is that it's overfilling. So we're gonna take the front panel off like so. It has two clips. This snaps in place. Just put a putty knife on each side and it will come right off. The first thing we're gonna take a look, it's our pressure tube. This is a piece of hose that comes from the pressure switch to the tub, and this is the one that takes the pressure off to the pressure switch. And as you see, it's all full of soap and it's all dirty, so it needs to be cleaned. Just use a piece of hanger, a piece of metal wire or anything just to get it clean, or you can replace it if you wanted to, but if you just clean it, it will start working back again. Now on this repair, I also decide to replace the pressure switch and clean the pressure tube, due to the fact that this washer is on the second floor and I just wanted to be on the safe side. Now the complaint was that the water was overfilling in the tub, so basically the water was almost reaching the top of the tub. The reason why it doesn't fill up all the way is because it has an overfill pipe, so the water was going towards the overfill pipe and then it was going to the bottom of the washer. So if you have a problem that is filling up all the way to the top or overfilling water on the floor, just go ahead and check this pressure tube and this will probably solve your problem. Now another thing that you gotta look is that this model is very common that leaks on the top seal, but this is not the case. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the display panel to be able to get to the pressure switch. It's 3 screws, one on the left, one on the middle, and one on the right. Now here's the tricky part to be able to remove the display panel. Go ahead and after you remove all 3 screws, the panel will come loose and you have to move it to the right to be able to get it completely off, because it's a male to female connection right on the top panel of the washer. And when you're gonna put it back on, you do the same procedure. Just put it in the 3 slacks and then push it to the left and it will get back in place. You have to make sure don't force these tabs because they can break very easily. Now we're gonna remove the pressure tube. From the pressure switch. And then what I do in this case is make sure the tube is clean. It's never gonna look like new because it's still gonna be soap there, but whatever was clogging it is not there anymore. So I put pressure, air pressure on the tube to be able to clear it out, and just make sure there's nothing clogged on the tube anymore. If you feel that it's still clogged, just keep cleaning it with the wire hanger or any metal wire that you have around the house. And just keep doing the same thing. Just put air pressure on the tube to make sure it's clean. Now what we're gonna do is remove the pressure switch, and this pressure switch has a tab as well. This snaps in place, and it's very self-explanatory. You will see the connection on the panel where it snaps in place. And this is our new switch. That is the part number. If you clean the pipe and it doesn't take care your overfilling issue, then you can replace the pressure switch. Also, you have to make sure the pressure switch tube is not ripped or is any air getting in the tube, because that would create the same issue. We're gonna go ahead and snap the pressure switch in place. As you see there, has a little tab that snaps in place and secures the pressure switch. Connect the harness and connect our pressure tube. After I replace this pressure switch, I always put a strap on it, or zip tie, however you want to call it, to secure the tube, because sometimes after you replace it, it looks like it pans on the tube, and then it can come off, and we don't want that to happen. So the strap is just to make sure it's not going to come loose. Remember, you have to put the 3 pins in place and move it to the left to be able to put the panel back on. Make sure the switch works fine. Now we're gonna go ahead and install the 3 screws back in the top panel. And we also gonna put another strap on the pressure tube in the tub. Now remember to use the same hanger, wire, or whatever you use to clean the tube, to do the same procedure on the tub, because it can get clogged as well. Just make sure you clear it out to prevent this from happening again. Just secure the tube with the this clamp. like it was, and just put the strap to secure the pressure tube on the top, like so. Just cut the extra strap and move it out of the way. Now we put the front panel. Make sure you put it on the bottom, you put it right, and then make sure these two tabs it snaps in place when you put it on. Just remember, it also has some pins on the side that need to line up in place, because otherwise it will, you can force this piece. This is the pins that goes one on the bottom and one on the top. Those have to line up, and you will hear snap when it's already secure. Now you're gonna go ahead and plug in the washer, and we're gonna go ahead and test it out. Make sure our pressure switch is working fine and the tube is clean. Now I got it on medium, I believe, and it's gonna fill in like halfway of the tub, and it's gonna stop. When you close the lid, it starts washing, so that means our repair has been a success. And that's it for this video.
Alright guys, if this video helped you in any way, you can show us appreciation by giving us a tip using the following options that you see on the screen. If you cannot provide with a tip, is another way to support this channel by just dropping off a comment in the comment section down below. Subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the bell to receive notifications. Thanks for watching.